Good morning, America. How's everybody doing today? Diamo, Lihui, Diamondo Kono, Diamono Bruno, the Mono Bru, Mono Bru, Mono Bru. Um, Good morning. Today, my morning message to Mr. Joe Biden. But before that, no matter what, I want to wish my mother a happy birthday. Today is October 27th. It's her birthday. The 27 Club. No, I'm just playing. I don't remember being 27. I think we skipped that year. Um, Anyway, happy birthday. And how about you, Joe Biden? You never spoke about your mother. You always speak about a father you had, a picture I never seen of your father. But you have never talked about your mother. You never had a mother's love. A mother's love is unconditional. I don't know what I would do losing my mom. That's the worst feeling you get thinking you lost your father already, and then to lose your mother. That's like a world destruction. That's like the end of the world. And you never speak about your mother. And a man who doesn't speak about their mother is not a good man. A mother is everything. And you never spoke about your mother in public. You have never mentioned what's your mother's name, who's your mother, where your mother comes from, what accomplishments. Is she a homemaker? Is she a career woman? Is she a worker? Is she a blue collar worker, a labor worker, a factory worker, a manufacturer worker, seamstress, a seamstress on the band? Or she's your tiny dancer? Like, who is your mother? Homie close to tiny dancer, like Elton John. Um, Sir Elton John. Um, where's your mother? Cause today's my mother's birthday, and your little devils, your German devil, your little kid, the Jojo Rabbit kid, isolates me from my mom with this big fat Down syndrome that you should have. You should go and make your little phone calls because you're so important and so pretty and beautiful. You should make a call to those people, the U.S. Marshals, to remove that fat bastard from my house, from my home, from my brownstone. You have the address. How about a child abductor will never do that because you're a child abductor, abducting the blue eye baby because you don't want your little niglets because that's what you call them, niglets, in the White House. So you want the blue eye baby, and the blue eye baby embarrasses you out every single day, or green eye, whatever he is, green eye, because you needed a green eye to be president. All right, so first of all, so you still haven't announced our recession. So you haven't announced our recession. Our government budget does not get approved. I don't know why you're giving an extension of 47 days for a government shutdown for when a government budget is on February. The government is always signed in the third week of February, the second to third week of February. A government shutdown extends to April, the most 4 to 6 weeks, April to May. So why you have a government shutdown? Um, there's never been a federal budget approved for you in your presidency. That's why our deficit, our GDP is at $16 trillion currently. It has fallen over the 5.5 threshold to announce its official recession in 3 years. And you hindered that from your public. You hindered that from every American, every constituent. You hindered that from the American people and the foreign countries, which if we have a deficit, they come in and help us. You're not a great leader. And you're not a great leader, a thinker, and you're not a great man. We need to investigate all the stocks that do business, all the companies that do business in the New York stock in the stock exchange in the United States stock market, who does business with the federal government, who are under evaluating their profits, like Pfizer, who charges right now currently $85 to $95 a vaccine for six vaccine, and they have not reported their whole winnings, and they only have an increase of less than 3% in the stock market from COVID to now, when they've been getting paid billions of dollars for our vaccines. And all the hospitals get paid for is a venipuncture and the syringe and probably the council to come in. Not even. What companies? We need to look at all the COVID related companies, all the PPE companies, the cannabis companies, and any vendor contracts that we have in the United States who are under. Are you giving under evaluations to go in the stock market? Because we're gonna have a disaster. It's gonna be a crash. It's gonna be a bad crash in the stock exchange. Trust me. We have to figure this out. I really want to pause in the stock market, but it's not gonna happen with the current rate. We're gonna have to release funds for all the people who is gonna lose money in stocks, innocent people, because you defrauded the American people, our American investors, our foreign investors. Joe Biden, it's time to resign. It's time to be the big guy and wear the big man pants. But you like to be commando, and no one likes a commando. We need a real man in the White House, a man of honesty, of honor, of dignity, of worth, who speaks the truth every single time, who does not turn their back and ignore the American people in need and struggle every day, who does not ignore the deficiencies this nation is facing every single day, that does not ignore the homeless that sleep at night, the people who cry at night, the people who suffer, the people who are incriminated and prosecuted and arraigned every single day innocently, the people who are hostage in mental hospitals every single day because they lost their First Amendment rights, the people who protect us every single day are American citizens with the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, and you putting them, jeopardizing them every single day of losing the Second Amendment and their right to bear arms to protect each and their families and their homes and their businesses. Our freedom of religion is jeopardized with your instigation against the Islamic religion and the Muslims and the Judaism and Jewish religions in Israel. You're more focused on that than the people who are in need in our nation, the people who struggle every day with a less than $600 paycheck a week when their expenses are over at $6,000 a month. The people who have to struggle and beg for money and prostitute themselves and jerk off people and steal from people because they have a phone bill and they haven't paid it and the phone bill cut off and they need $300 and they have to do the stupidest things in this nation, and then you criminalize them and you judge them. How about our immigration crisis, our border crisis? I was on the 7 train this morning. The 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 loads, you should see the influx, the load of Mexicans in that train. It's every 4 minutes, 3 minutes pass, and us American citizens, we're waiting there. There was a homeless Chinese man laying down, and you should see how judgmental were the Mexicans. I sat next to him because that was the only available seat, and I spoke to him in Mandarin. It's not right. What are you doing, Joe Biden? He just came out of the hospital. He had a wristlet from the hospital, a bracelet. He's a senior. He's your age, Joe Biden, sleeping in pain, extensive pain, and crucial in pain. He's in pain. While you in the White House getting high on crystal meth. On crystal meth, you get high. It's time to resign. Have a nice day. God bless America.